Once upon a time, in a colorful and magical forest, there lived a tiny and adorable squirrel. His name was Nutty. Nutty was the fastest and happiest squirrel in the forest. Every day, he would hop around the forest, play games, and make new friends. His fur was a shiny brown, and his eyes were full of curiosity. One morning, while Nutty was cheerfully hopping through the forest, he saw a small bird wandering around helplessly on the ground. The bird's name was Chirpy, and he was lost. Searching for his mother, Chirpy begged Nutty for help. Nutty couldn't ignore the little bird's plight and immediately decided to help. "Don't worry, Chirpy," Nutty said. "We'll find your mother." Nutty and Chirpy set off on a long and exciting journey to find Chirpy's mother. Along the way, they crossed deep rivers, climbed tall mountains, and met the mysterious inhabitants of the forest. One day, they met a giant tortoise. The tortoise was wise and friendly and offered to guide them. "You must be brave and determined on this path," said the tortoise. "Together, you can overcome any challenge." Nutty and Chirpy heeded the tortoise's advice and continued their journey. They navigated treacherous passages, found their way through dark forests, and finally found Chirpy's mother. When Chirpy's mother saw her tiny bird, her eyes filled with joy. She looked at Nutty with gratitude and gave him a basket of the forest's tastiest nuts. "Thank you, Nutty," said Chirpy's mother. "You are a true hero." After saying
goodbye
to his new friends, Nutty returned home. The forest inhabitants celebrated his bravery and helpfulness. From that day on, Nutty was known as a hero in the forest and was loved by everyone. The next morning, Nutty woke up with the first rays of the sun, excited for a new adventure. He decided to explore a mysterious cave at the farthest corner of the forest. The brave squirrel fearlessly set off. Along the way, Nutty realized that no one was accompanying him. However, he was not afraid of traveling alone. Nutty was friends with everyone in the forest and knew he could find help in any situation. When he reached the cave, Nutty was mesmerized. The cave was filled with glowing crystals that emitted a magical light, illuminating everything. As Nutty admired this beautiful sight, he heard a sound coming from the depths of the cave. Following the sound, Nutty found a small and timid bat at the deepest part of the cave. The bat's name was Shade, and he couldn't go outside because he was afraid of the dark. Nutty decided to help Shade and devised a plan to get him outside. As Nutty made his way out of the cave, he encouraged Shade. With Nutty's support, Shade overcame his fears and, for the first time, saw the sunlight when he came out. Shade was in awe of this new and beautiful world. Nutty showed Shade around the forest and introduced him to new friends. Thanks to Nutty, Shade started a new life and was no longer afraid of the dark. At the end of the day, Nutty and Shade returned home tired but happy. Once again, Nutty was hailed as a hero in the forest, and Shade was accepted as the forest's new and brave resident. Thus, Nutty and Shade's adventure came to an end. They both learned the value of overcoming fears and forming new friendships. And Nutty continued to live a happy life as the most beloved squirrel in the forest.